mitigation strategies that we need to get our kids back to school.
In your view, then, is LA doing the wrong thing?
You know, as I said, I think we need to go community by community and understand what is happening in those communities.
On another matter, Dr. Walensky says the CDC is still evaluating if and when fully vaccinated people may need a booster shot. Charles Feldman, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Full interview and in-depth repeats at 8 o'clock tonight. It's the first 30 minutes of the show, or get the podcast on the Odyssey app.
As pandemic restrictions ease up and travel increases, Airbnb has decided to keep its party ban in place through at least the end of the summer. While they want people to be able to celebrate, reconnect, and do things they haven't been able to do for more than a year, Ben Wright with Airbnb says they want them to do so responsibly.
Not in a disruptive manner, in a manner that is causing issues for our hosts or for their neighbors. These neighbors are really important stakeholders for us.
Knowing there are those who will try to circumvent the rules, he says that they have systems in place that try to stop them on the front end.
One practical example with our under 25 system, what this does is it says if you are under the age of 25 and you do not have a history of positive reviews on Airbnb, we're not going to allow you to book an entire home listing local to where you live.
Airbnb's party ban prohibits gatherings of more than 16 people. Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
350. Let's check your money. Here's Joan Doniger.
Working from home in the past year produced a boom in spending on personal computers, printers, and other gear. HP Incorporated says it's seeing those sales continue this quarter. Its printing and supplies business is rebounding too, as companies stock up before reopening their offices. It wasn't alone either. Dell Technologies saw a big boost in revenue in its PC business, up about 20%. The reopening General Motors is planning involves factories closed by the semiconductor shortage. GM has closed 5 plants in North America and South Korea, including one in Michigan, because of that shortage, but it plans to reopen those factories in the next several weeks. More signals of economic reopening from the Labor Department. First-time jobless claims fell to a new pandemic low, 406,000, and the government's reading of economic output last quarter came in just short of 6.5%. So the Dow rose 142, the Nasdaq fell 2, the S&P rose 5. We check your money at 20 and 50 after each hour. I'm Bloomberg's Joan Doniger from the True Mortgage Money Desk, KNX 1070 News Radio. Social media giants are still in Florida over its new law. Find out why they're fired up in 2 minutes. It's 3:51.
At KNX, we know the streets and freeways of Southern California because we drive them every day.
Which means we know the alternate routes like the back of our hand to get you around the problem.
Got the 2 right lanes blocked by 3-car pileup. You're going to want to exit off the freeway in Cahuenga.
Road tested traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5.
KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
Talk about the water you use, specifically the bottled water. Hold your in the fridge, and one for the workouts, one when you leave out the door. A couple are rolling around the car. It's a lot of cost. It's a waste of all that plastic. Maybe then we just switch to filters, but then there's replacements because you're using that all the time. You switch them out every month or every few weeks. How about instead, so we eliminate all of that, we get you a LifeSource whole house water system. This is zero hassle with LifeSource. No filters to change, no salts, no maintenance of any kind. It's just the good water. I've got this. There's nothing for me to do except have the good water. LifeSource comes out, they install this, and then your system gets to work. Reduces the odor and taste of chlorine, so the water tastes great. The bottled water tastes and quality right from the sink when you're thirsty and from any sink. This is all through the house. It's also for the laundry, and you're washing your food in this, and you're showering in the filtered water. So that's a good start to your day. Good for your skin, good for your hair. You can get help with your hard water problems the easy way thanks to LifeSource. Direct from the factory. Teams here for the install, the customer service for the lifetime of your system, and all the products made in the USA. And also, you need a job. Hey, they're hiring. 888-846-1945 for the system, or maybe, employment. 888-846-1945 and LifeSourceWater.com. Full service, full confidence in your water. LifeSource. Messed it up. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Have you recently had significant damages resulting from rain, wind, fire damage, or even a pipe burst in your home or place of business? How about vandalism? Is your property insurance company refusing to pay you a fair compensation to repair these damages? Let the attorneys at Appear, Cohen, Treson, and Sallow put a stop to insurance company abuse. Axe Law will take immediate action for you. Call them now at 833-AXE-LAW for a free consultation. That's 833-AXE-LAW. Hurry in for the best selection. Check them out at KiaofCarson.com or off the 405 and the Carson exit. Season Sport Jet in stock with MSRP of $25,930 with $1,999 cash out of pocket plus $2,730 Kia lease cash equals $4,729 total with signing plus tax and license. Not approved above average credit through KMF. $0 security deposit. 10,000 miles per year. 20 cents per excess mile offer expires 7/6/21.
Turn your backyard into rental income today. Visit UnitedDwelling.com.
Adding to the tough drive on the 405 in the Sepulveda Pass, a crash. We're helping with that and more in about a minute. It's 3:54.
Tech industry groups filing lawsuits challenging Florida's new law cracks down on social media sites that suspends or chilling accounts of politicians. The groups represent Twitter, Facebook, and other online companies and say they're suing because the law violates their rights to use editorial discretion. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis says that amounts to censorship. Some of these massive companies in Silicon Valley are exerting a power over our population that really has no precedent in American history. And DeSantis pushed for the law after then President Trump's accounts were suspended after the January insurrection. Plaintiffs say the new law now makes the internet safe for criminals and others. Peter James, CBS News, Orlando.
One of the real voices behind a lip-syncing duo from the 80s has died. 1989, 1990, Milli Vanilli was hot. They won a Grammy for Best New Artist for this debut album, but then it really unraveled during an MTV performance when the music started skipping. The very thing that a show is based on now. Lip-sync battle, these guys were doing for real. Well, really faking it. One of the actual voices from Milli Vanilli's songs belonged to John Davis. Davis had been a studio singer and a bass player. His daughter revealed that this week he died from complications of COVID at the age of 66. She says Davis made a lot of people happy over the years with his spirit and love, especially through music. She asked that her dad get the last round of applause. Vicki Moore, KNX 1070 News Radio. California is hoping a $116 million incentive just might change your mind about getting a COVID shot. We're at 4:03 after CBS News. It's 3:55.
Traffic brought to you by Caliber Garage Stores. Denise Fonda.
Southern Province for the 110. This time 110 northbound, right at 190th Street. We may have a fire starting here, so LA Fire Department is on the way to make sure everything is okay. In Commerce on the 710 southbound. If you're headed north coming up on Washington, we've got a big rig and a car in a wreck, and they are blocking lanes again on that southbound side. Slow traffic from the 4 to 5, in fact, out of East LA. It's going to be pretty slow on that 710 southbound. As you make your way into Bell on the 2, headed north, right at San Fernando Road, we've got new trouble there with debris across the 2 and 3 lanes. We're going to check a wreck in the Sepulveda Pass with Brian, 405 Jam Cam.
Appreciate the calls as well. North 405, right for Getty Center. We've got a crash. This is in the second lane from the left. Should be at this point, hopefully over to the right shoulder. If not, watch out for that crash. Northbound from the Marina Freeway, you're going to be south up and over the hill, up to about Nordoff. Southbound, your backup starts before sunset. It's going to stay tough all the way down to Howard Hughes. Denise.
And Caliber Garage Stores are #1 choice for new garage doors. Right now, $200 off and as low as $5.99 installed, including free bottom seals and hallways. Caliber Garage Doors will beat any advertised price. Hundreds to choose from at CaliberGarageDoors.com. That's CaliberGarageDoors.com. Next report at 4:05 with more traffic reports more often from the Toyota Glendora.com Traffic Center. KNX 1070 News Radio.
60s, 70s, some low 80s today. A couple degrees warmer tomorrow. 3:57.
At Tech Medicine of USC, we take on the toughest cases and put your needs first with exceptional clinical expertise, a personalized approach to care, and commitment to patient safety.
1.99% rate and APR. For a 30-year fix at just 2.625% rate and APR, we mean it. Yes, a 15-year fix at 1.99% rate and APR. Or a 30-year fix at 2.625% rate and APR with no points and no fees. That's right. We'll even pay your title escrow and appraisal fees. It doesn't matter whether you refinanced last week, last month, or last year. You need to call Interactive Mortgage now at 844-371-CASH. That's 844-371-CASH. 844-371-2274. Or visit interactivemortgage.com. With corporation DBA Interactive Mortgage, equal housing market. Conditions apply. New total $300,000 to $548,250. Maximum loan amount. Step account. Minimum FICO 748. Maximum LTV of 59.9%. All loans subject to underwriting approval and non-applicants will qualify. Loans made and arranged pursuant to Company Finance Law License number 603F93. NMLS number 3023522.
News from the station you trust.
Live from the DuckDuckGo studio.
Southern California's only 24-hour local news traffic station.
KRC agent in Los Angeles.
CNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
And Odyssey Edition.
Coming up, the state's earmarked more than $100 million to encourage more people to get vaccinated.
Black LA County residents are dying from COVID at a much higher rate than any other ethnic group.
These stories and traffic every 10 minutes on the 5 coming up after CBS. It's 4 o'clock.
San Jose shooting lady. They fired 39 shots to push for a Capitol riot commission. An Army secretary confirmed.
Woman is first woman in this particular role.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition. I'm Jennifer Kuiper in Chicago. A memorial will be held tonight at the San Jose City Hall in honor of the 9 people killed in a shooting at a rail yard. CBS's Jamie Yukas with more on what sheriff's deputies found after yesterday's shooting.
It turns out that he had 39 shots. He fired 39 shots with 2 semi-automatic handguns, but he had 11 magazine rounds.
Also, a federal official confirmed to CBS News that the shooter was questioned by feds in 2016 over writings about hating his workplace. With more on the shooting, your CBS's Steve Futterman.
The day after, we are witnessing the grief. I would like to ask that y'all take a moment of silence for our fallen workers. Glenn Hendricks is the chairman of the Transportation Authority, where the gunmen and those killed all worked. Evelyn Tran is also with the authority. She was with the families.
I heard them cry when they got the news. And it was utterly heart-wrenching.
Tara Bridges' husband was one of those killed. She described the final moments with him at the hospital.
He somehow knew I was there because his hand, it had been twitchy, but it grabbed my hand.
Steve Futterman, CBS News.
The White House says it's encouraged by a $900 billion infrastructure plan offered by a group of Senate Republicans. The president, however, says some Republicans have been touting the benefits of the COVID rescue bill they voted against, and he says they should get behind his plan.
You're not trying to take credit for what you've done. Don't get in the way of what we still need to do.
The mother of Capitol Police Officer Brian Scenic, who died after facing rioters on January 6th, met with GOP senators on Capitol Hill. Gladys Scenic wants Republican support for a commission to investigate the attack.
This is why I'm here today. Usually I'm staying in the background, and I couldn't stay quiet anymore.
The Senate confirms Christine Wormuth as the first female Army Secretary. CBS News military consultant Jeff McCausland.
She brings significant national security expertise to this position. Secretary Wormuth previously served as Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, where she worked on the Defense Department's counter-ISIS campaign at the end of the Obama administration.
Sad day in our CBS News family. Greg Armstrong, longtime producer of this program, died this morning after a short illness. Greg will forever be remembered for his dry wit, sharp writing skills, and generous heart. We extend our condolences to his wife Lisa and children Olivia and James. On Wall Street, the Dow closed up 141 points. Now this.
Get CBS News Radio on the Odyssey app. All the audio that matters to you is on Odyssey. News, music, sports, and podcasts. Download the Odyssey app today.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. I'm Mike Simpson.
And I'm Karen Adams. Our top local story at 4:03. California is putting up big money, more than $116 million, in an effort to boost vaccinations. The largest chunk, $100 million, will be in $50 incentive cards that will go to the next 2 million newly vaccinated residents. But what about everybody else who has already rolled up their sleeves?
We also want to give you a chance to be rewarded.
Governor Gavin Newsom says that's why they're doing 2 additional things. Californians 12 and older who are at least partially vaccinated will be eligible to win $50,000 in drawings being held on the first 2 Fridays in June with 30 winners total. And on June 15th, 10 people will be awarded $1.5 million each.
This is all in an effort to incentivize and build momentum and put a date with some expectation that by June 15th we'll move north of that 70% threshold for adults and that we can significantly increase the number of 12-year-olds.
Winners must complete their vaccination in order to claim their prize. In East LA, Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
For the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, Black LA County residents have the highest coronavirus infection, hospitalization, and death rates. The public health director, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, says she's securing a lower rate of vaccinations. And brings the reason why.
The people who are in the hospital right now are overwhelmingly people who are not vaccinated. And the same goes for people who are dying, and the same goes for people who are testing positive. And where we have lower vaccination rates, it's going to be more and more likely that those, unfortunately, will be people who are more easily infected, end up being hospitalized, and tragically even pass away.
Death rates among blacks now twice as high as among Latinos, 3 times as high as whites and Asian people in LA County. For many of us, Memorial Day weekend means a road trip. We'll check out some of the best spots to go real later this half hour at 4:15.
Researchers need COVID cases for a study. The details coming up in 2 minutes after traffic at 4:05.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5 City Fonda.
We've got a new crash on the 57, and this is in Donovan, 57 on the northbound side, a little bit before you reach the 60. A couple of cars and a pickup truck and a crash there, right shoulder of the roadway for that one. Then on the 134, if you're on the westbound side, coming up on Hollywood Way, new problem reported here. We're going to see a break to get a chair out of the far right lane. Let's head to Scott Bird. He's over the 405 in the Polo Pass. The Polo Pass to the San Fernando Valley and the Southern California Toyota dealers. Guys, great.
Well, a heads up for you, North 405 when I get East Center Drive, we did have a crash in that area. Had a couple calls on it, so watch out for that. It's like a student over the pass to the San Fernando Valley. Looks like slowing up toward Bonoff. Expect a little bit of slowing and more slowing off the 118 as you head up towards the 5. Already a tough ride, 91, Anaheim Hills, the Jeff Cameron 5.
Yeah, your fast track's going to be tough. 55 to Weir. Main line loads up just past Imperial. Stays heavy out through that 241. Your 241, extra slow as well. You start to load up just as you come out of the scales. Denise.
On the 10 eastbound, a little bit before Eastern Avenue, we've got a stall car reporting, and that's in the left lane. Next report at 4:15 with more traffic reports more often from the Toyota Glendora.com Traffic Center, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Rain later this morning, clearing for the afternoon, 60s, 70s, low 80s again. For tomorrow, some spots adding on just a couple degrees, and then 60s and 70s. So the weekend looks like warming for the holiday Monday. On the 5-day forecast later on, 71 downtown LA, 74 in Fullerton, and 78 in Riverside.
It's 4:07. Researchers are looking for 10,000 COVID patients who are not hospitalized to participate in a study. It will examine whether various over-the-counter medications and other home health practices help, hurt, or make no difference. One part of the study involves a survey for people who have had COVID but have since tested negative or recovered. The other part is aimed at people who currently have COVID and are managing the disease at home. Now, the study is being conducted by researchers from UCLA, UC Merced, and the University of Illinois.